Trigger Discipline right here on rebelradio.com. I'm Scott Davidson. We are now joined by my good friend, the one, the only, Max Cavalera from Soulfly. Max, how you doing?
Good, man. Good to be talking to you. How you guys doing?
I'm doing great. It's great talking to you too. Brand new Soulfly release. What's it called, Max?
Chama.
Now, how did you come up with that name?
Anyway, that's a Brazilian name that means flame, fire, but also means to call somebody out, like if you want to fight somebody.
Okay.
So I always wanted to name an album in my Brazilian language, in my homeland language, Portuguese. So finally did it, and it's a simple word. Everybody can say it. It's catchy. So yeah, man, Chama is the right way to say it, and it's catching up.
Awesome. It's Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson talking to Max Cavalera. Max, this is probably the 8th or 9th time you called in over the years, maybe more, maybe 10. I want to thank you for that. You always check in with Rebel Radio. We sponsored you. I announced you so many times. And you also, I'm a drummer in 10 bands. You let me play drums in the tribal thing a bunch of times too. Thank you so much for always supporting Rebel Radio. I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Appreciate, man. We love metal. We love what we do, and we love people like you that support the metal. We need more people like you, man.
I'm a clone myself. I think I need to. Now, Max, you just played with Lamb of God at the casino, the Horseshoe Casino, the venue in Hammond, Indiana. Great show. And how the response? It was a great response, wasn't it?
It was great. It was great. That was the Cavalera Chaos Age run.
Yeah.
We did. We're doing more of that next year as well, together with the Soulfly tour that's coming up. But yeah, that was cool. I'm friends with Randy and all those guys. They're real cool cats, and that was a killer show. The place was packed, and Chaos AD is one of those revolutionary albums of all time, and it's not that hard for people to get into it, man, because that album it just reeks of metal,
Yeah.
But playing that live in Hammond was great, and I love the energy of the crowd. And I'm excited for next year for what we got going.
Awesome. You're always busy. You don't wait 7-8 years like some of these bands. They put an album out and they wait 7 years. You putting out every year. What's your secret, Max? I mean, how do you remember all these lyrics?
Man, that's a great question. I don't have one of those TVs. I refuse to buy those monitors like everybody else has.
I've never seen you use one. That's awesome.
No, I don't. It's all in the brain box. And for all the bands, Killer BQ, Go Ahead and Die, Soulfly, Cavalera, I have a huge bank of memory in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be how you call that, ADD or yeah. I mean, I love what I do, man, and I love all the projects. I jump from one to the other. I think I learn from a lot of them. They all give me something different, and they let me experience with different sounds. But I'm very, very into the Soulfly right now. The Chama record just came out. We're on tour right now. I'm loving the reaction that the album is getting. The fans are loving it, and yeah, man, I really, really enjoying this kind of like rebirth of Soulfly right now.
Awesome. Now we got 10 songs here. I'm gonna show the people on Facebook Live. We're on Facebook Live as well. We got Indigenous, Inquisition, Storm the Gates, Nihilist. We've been playing. Now Todd Jones is also on that song Nihilist. How'd that come about?
Yeah, I'm a big Nails fan. Todd's a great guy, and I needed somebody to just do one line. It was the heaviest line on the album. It says, "I don't believe in anything," and Todd had that. He has that attitude voice. He's got that just really full of potential and darkness and grit. And it was awesome getting Todd to just say one line in a song, but it's the heaviest line of the record. I love that. I love that Todd did that. Me and Todd were good friends. They invited me to California early in the year territory, and I sang it with them, and the crowd went nuts. It was a great show. I love that I get to, still be involved with the younger bands, and I get to, be involved with metal and still get all these great guests to be part of the Soulfly record.
I think your wife Gloria had a video of that online. I saw that when you sang with them. That was cool.
Yeah, that was amazing, man. The crowd was great. It was a historic. It was just a cool moment. And for me and my career right now, like, that was one of the coolest things I've done in a long time. And it really kind of like, I don't know, it made me fall in love with metal again. You know, it's one of those things that happens sometimes that makes you realize how cool metal is and how fun this is and how beautiful this is. And I love moments like that. And I think moments can inspire huge things, that can be spark for things to come. Shama is actually inspired by a fighter called Alex Pereira from the UFC. And just for the, that moment of him fighting inspired me to make a whole record. And that's so cool that we have moments like that, so I love that. And I'm grateful for everything. And I think it's like, just be inspired, be inspired by things around you and put them into action and then create things out of it.
Did he ever use a Soulfly song as a walk-up song when he goes to fight? That'd be cool.
He hasn't. No, he used one of my older song, a song from the Roots album.
Okay.
That's his walkout music.
Oh, that's cool too.
But,
Awesome.
It's really inspired to see the connection between sports, UFC, martial arts, football, soccer, and metal. I always been a fan of that. I always kind of try to combine all those worlds together. I've been doing it for a long time. We always had, Soulfly soccer shirts, Soulfly football jerseys.
Yes.
So just combining the words together, I think it's cool. It makes it more fun for metal in general.
So we left off at Nihilist number 3. Number 4, No Pain, No Power. We're going to play the song and video of that coming up. We got Genna, Black Hole Scum, Favela Dystopia, Always Was, Always Will Be, Soulfly 13, and then the Tala track, Chama. 10 songs. Max, when you're writing these songs, how do you do the order of the songs? Is it in your head already, or do you see how the flow of the song? One song goes to the next song. How do you pick what song goes first, what song goes second, third, and so on?
Well, every record is different, but this one we already had like the idea to make an intro song. So Indigenous Inquisition was created as
the
an
opener.
Intro.
Okay.
So that was made on purpose. So we kind of like had already a game plan for that. Everything else on the record, we record it first, and then later we see where they're gonna go. And that's one of the things that was so cool. After Soulfly 13, which is a kind of a mellow, ambient, spiritual track, you have a heavy song like Shama. And by the way, Shama right now is my favorite song to play live on tour. I'm on tour right now with Soulfly and Go Ahead and Die. We're playing in Reno tonight. And Shama is my favorite song every night. I love the reaction of the fans. I love it's just such a heavy groove, man. I just want to like break something, like I'm not even responsible for my actions. It's so good.
So Max, you're on tour and you got so many songs to choose from. You got 10 brand new songs. You can't play all 10 probably because you got to play songs for the previous albums. How do you decide what song gets in the set list for this tour right now?
So we just kind of like rotate, man, keep trying new things and experimenting. Of course, we got to play all the classics people love: Prophecy,
Yep.
Primitive, Jump, Eye for an Eye, Tribe. And then we got some deep cuts like Boom, Seek and Strike, Fire. And then we've been playing a lot of new stuff. We're playing No Pain, No Power, Favela, which is the name of the tour. By the way, the name of the tour is because we're playing smaller venues. They're all sold out.
Okay.
And favela are those houses on the hills where all the there's a lot of like criminal things going on, a lot of madness, a lot of chaos, and so the name of the tour is based on that, and so I just kind of like you know just change from time to time, but right now it's a really cool set, including everything, new stuff. We're not one of those bands that come out and just play just new stuff because I know the fans want to hear some old stuff as well. So I'm aware of that, and we're trying to really make all the fans happy to hear everything they want to hear.
But you're also on tour promoting a new album too, so you got to mix it up, right?
We'll mix it up, yeah. The Shama stuff is killer because it's so brand new, and playing Storm the Gates is amazing. Playing Nihilist. It's people go nuts every night. Shama, like I said, Shama is my favorite song to play live right now. I love every second of it. And I'm still in love with the old songs too, man. I love Prophecy, Primitive. If there's something about those songs, they're timeless. They're ageless. They're part of the beginning of Soulfly, and they gotta be on the set list. So it's an amazing set. I love the energy of the set. And we also have Go Ahead and Die on the tour, which is another, the whole punk metal thing. It's a great tour, and a lot of opening bands as well, like local bands.
That's cool.
We give a slot for people, coming up. You can never forget them. Give a chance to the openers, and it's great. It's a fun tour, and hopefully we, next year we come around Chicago and on a Shama tour.
2026. Awesome. Now I'm looking at the cover. I'm on Facebook Live showing the people who are watching the interview right now the cover of Chama. Now, there's a lot of fire. It's like a fire pit. Describe it to our listeners who are looking at this photo right now, or the ones who can't too.
Yeah, it's a real picture of an Apache Crow dancer, and they're from the reservation. I'm friends with a lot of Navajos and a lot of Apache dancers. We already been blessed by them. My family were blessed by them on a ceremony. So we found this photo, and it was so powerful with all the fire and the flame, because of course Shama means flame. And I think the guy in the middle, he looks like the record sounds. His
That's
presence
cool.
is so powerful. It reminds me of the power of the record, and I think that's why it's such a cool cover. And I love the album cover, and I love the fact that also it's a picture. It's my first picture since the first record that instead of being a drawing, it's actually a real picture.
Real picture. That's cool. All right, now we got 10 songs. How does the writing process go for this one? Is it different? Do you start with the guitar riff first? Do you start with ideas for vocals? How does this album get written?
Yeah, mostly the same as I always do. Like I write riffs first. I'm a big riff man. I'm a total riff maniac. I spend hours with my guitar making riffs. I joke with people that I live in the desert and I go riff hunting in the desert.
That's cool.
And I love that starts with a riff. But this record is cool because Zion producing it made me made the record in a different way. So a lot of the songs were, even though they started with a riff, we add other things on top of it. We made them cooler. We made them different. Black Hole Scum is a great example of that. It's a song that was entirely created in the studio. The same with Always Was, Always Will Be. It was, so there was a lot of improvisation in the studio that made this record kind of like had a really unique organic vibe to that I really like. Plus, I also love that this record has a tribal feeling, but also an electronic, industrial feeling. So those worlds normally they don't really mix. Some records are only tribal and some records are only industrial. We decided to mix the both of them.
Awesome. We're talking to Max Cavalera from Soulfly. Max, I know you have other interviews coming up. Thank you so much for always including Rebel Radio. We've been on the air for 31 years, and pretty much Soulfly has been around for about the same time, right?
Exactly the same time, brother. I thank you for always supporting me, man.
From
I
day one.
appreciate all the Chicago fans. We got a lot of hardcore Max Cavalera fans in Chicago, and I love it. And I cannot wait to see you guys next year.
Max, I like how you mix it up too. You play the Forge in Joliet, then you play House of Blues in Chicago, then you play Brower House in Lombard. What a great show that was. Then you play the WC Social Club. You don't just play the same place. A lot of bands come through, they play one place only, and it's the same thing. You mix it up every time. You play different venues. I think that's cool. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, man, we're gonna continue doing that because to me, it's not the show. To me, man, it's not about how many people are there. It's about the vibe and the energy that you create. So you can have a great show with 100 people, and you can have a bad show with 50,000 people.
Yep.
You know, so it's really like after years of experience, this is what I learned. It's up to you and the audience to connect. And I love the connection I create with the Soulfly fans, and playing bigger places, smaller places, it doesn't matter. We're always connected.
And right now you're doing a tour with smaller clubs. When you go in 2026 tour, will that be the same thing, or is it going to be a different thing?
Well, we're booking it right now. We're not sure what we're going to do, but I know we're going to tour for all next year. And I know Chicago is going to be part of it. Plus, I'm still doing Chaos AD next year as well. So next year is going to be a combination of mostly Soulfly and Chaos AD. So it's going to be a lot of touring, and I'm sure Chicago is going to be part of it.
Awesome. Can't wait to see it. I had never missed a show with you. Thank you for all the great music. We're going to play Nihilist second with Todd Jones from Nails. That's our second song. What's that about, Nihilist?
So Nihilist is actually dedicated to LG. He was the singer of Entombed, passed away of cancer in 21. And I love doing these tribute songs. I did one for Chuck from Death on Dark Ages called Corrosion Creeps. And it's a dedication song. You know, Nihilist was LG's first band before Entombed. And, the song is about a guy that doesn't believe in anything. And he just kind of like want to wreck the world. He just want to destroy everything, you know. So, and it's super influenced by Entombed and the whole death metal era of Sweden death metal.
Awesome. Max, I also want to let you know on our NACC charts, I'm going to show the listeners right now here on Facebook, you are number one on the Rebel Radio playlist right here. Number one on the charts here for Rebel Radio. I'll show them right now. And then on the charts, you probably already got the information right here. It is Soulfly, Chama, number one, Nuclear Blast, number two, Biohazard, Testament's in there, Agnostic Front, Drain. But now here's the main charts on the NACC. Soulfly is number two, right behind Agnostic Front. So you're doing great.
Wow, man, that's great.
Last week,
number one and number two. I love that.
Yeah, number one on Rebel Radio charts, number two on the NACC charts, and here's Soulfly. I'm showing it right now. It's Agnostic Front number one. They were 4 last week. You were 5 last week. You're number 2 this week. Drain is behind you. Lamb of God, Avatar, Biohazard, Sabaton, Corner, Orbit Culture. You guys are doing great already, and this is brand new.
Great company.
Great, yeah, and it's so new. You jumped to number 2 really fast. You know,
I'll let all the guys know. I'll let Gloria know. But it's great to be part of the be number one and be part of the Rebel Radio charts. I love that, man. It's great.
Awesome. Now, Max, you've DJed on radio before. I want to put you on the spot and have you DJ this next song here. No pain equals no power. But what's that about?
So this song is about going through pain to get the power, without the suffering of the pain. And that goes for football players. That goes for people in the army. It goes for UFC fighters. It was actually written more as a UFC fighter kind of state of mind. That's what the video is about. We have our friend Nicolas Mota and Biagio, which is Muhammad Ali's grandkid, is also in the video.
I see him.
The video was directed by Zion, and the song is about that. It's about the power of the mind, and you have to go through pain to get to power. So and it's one of it's got Dino from Fear Factory on the guitars,
cool
band, and Gabe from Unto Others as a guest. It's a killer gas song of the new record.
Excellent. And real quick, last time we talked, you're a big football fan. I think I remember you saying at the time you were a Detroit Lions fan.
I am.
Yes.
So we are arch rivals, but I love,
Yeah.
I love Chicago. I love that you guys got, our coordinator.
Yes.
Ben.
Oh, he's doing great. Man, he's doing great. Ben Johnson.
It's doing great. Ben Johnson's great. You guys are in good hands. But the Lions still gonna win NFC North, man. Don't fool yourself.
I'm not. I think you're right. I'm a Bears fan, but I'm also a realist. Though I think you're right. I think right now I'm picking Detroit Lions to win, but I'm hoping the Bears make the playoffs. I'll be happy that way.
Oh yeah, man. You guys will. It'll be cool.
Unfortunately, though, Arizona Cardinals not doing too good though.
Nah, yeah, they're having a bad year.
Yeah. Hopefully they get better. All right, Max, you're the DJ on Rebel Radio. I will see you when you come to town for your next show. Thank you so much for calling in. What do you want to say to your fans here in Chicago before I let you get to your next interview?
Thank you, all the fans, Chicago fans. I love you guys. Enjoy Shama. It was made with a lot of soul, a lot of heart. And you're going to hear right now, no pain equals no power from Shama on Rebel Radio.
Great job. You're hired. You're our DJ for next morning show, okay?
All right, man. Hey, take care, man.
See you later, Max.
All right, buddy.
Later. It's Rebel Radio. Max Cavalera right there. I'm Scott Davidson, and we are going to play the song right here from the band Soulfly. Max just introduced it. No pain equals no gain. Right here. Equals no power. No pain equals no power. Brand new song. I'm hearing it for the first time right now here. It is ex-Sepultura singer Max Cavalera, his band Soulfly right now on Rebel Radio. All right, so we're on Facebook, which means we can't play the lyrics, unfortunately. Sorry, Max. Otherwise, they take the video down right away. Here we go. This is brand new Soulfly. The video is starring Nicolas Mata. Here we go, right here. Brand new video, no pain equals no power on Rebel Radio. All right, like I said, once the lyrics get on, they take my video down, so I got to do it no lyrics, unfortunately. Sorry, Max, but we're going to play the video either way. Brand new video. Check it out on YouTube. Soulfly. No pain equals no power. Our buddy Dino from Fear Factory right there. All right, Max. Jam out of the lead, Max Cavalera. It's Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson hanging out on a Wednesday afternoon. Or Tuesday afternoon. I don't know what fucking day it is. Here we are. Soulfly right here. Dino from Fear Factory right there. Just play with him. The Suffering play with him at the WC Social Club, September 17th. Packed house. Thanks to Fear Factory for having us on that show. Thanks to WC Social Club for booking us on that show. Brand new song, brand new video from Soulfly right here, Rebel Radio. First track of a double dose of new Soulfly right here, Rebel Radio. Dino, we got Max, we got a whole line of musicians right there, and actors and actresses, and Ultimate Fighters too. Now, we're going to play another song here from the band Soulfly, another brand new song. Chamba is the name of the new release. Pick it up. Buy it. Digital, CD, vinyl, whatever you got here. We're now going to play another song here right now on rebelradio.com. Spread the word. Tell your friends. rebelradio.com. 24/7, 365. I got an interview tomorrow, 4 p.m. Same time as Max. 4 p.m. tomorrow. Mikey Gallo from Agnostic Front tomorrow right here on Rebel Radio. But right now, we're going to play a song here called Nihilist featuring Todd Jones of Nails. Here it is. More Soulfly. A Rebel Radio double dose of Soulfly only on Rebel Radio with Scott Davidson. All right, to hear the rest of the song, switch over to rebelradio.com. Thanks for watching on Facebook. Thanks for listening to Rebel Radio and supporting us for 31 plus years. Soulfly, brand new song, Nihilist, featuring Todd Jones, special guest vocals of Nails. We're live on rebelradio.com. Playing new Soulfly, double dose. They're number one on our Rebel Radio charts right now. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great Tuesday. Remember, tomorrow, interview, 4 p.m. Central Time, tomorrow on rebelradio.com. I'm going to interview Mikey Gallo from Agnostic Front. Thanks to Max Cavalera for calling in. Thanks to Muncie Ricky for setting up this interview. Thanks to you for watching. Have a great Tuesday. Hope to see you soon. Later.